Hello, in this video I am going to show you a technique that I used in my Softly Together Mystery Knitalong 2020 shawl. This is a technique. In this video I will basically show you how I tie and carry the yarns behind the work. So this is my finished piece, and I will cut this video to show you how I work this piece. This can be used, the technique can be used in different for different purposes, but this is the technique that I used in one of my Intarsia shawls, in my Intarsia design. It's also a shawl before, and now I'm using it in my mystery shawl.
I use this technique in the second glue, and this is basically a technique of intarsia. So you could think that this color is a motif, and this could continue with this color. So you can use this technique basically in the any techniques where you use motifs. So the basics of this technique is that you use for each color you use separate balls of yarn, so you don't strand any yarns behind the work. And the wrong side of the work is pretty neat if you tie the colors behind the work. I've also used this technique in my Intarsia shawl, so you can play with lots of fun stuff with this technique, but I've used it in my shawls and not in intarsia knitting, like doing motifs also. So basically I will show you how I tie the yarns behind. So I first work stockinette stitch with this color and garter stitch with this color, but I am going to show you how this work with garter stitch. It's the same thing with each stitch pattern. It doesn't make difference which stitch pattern you use for this technique. So first you will work to the place where the yarn is going to have to be switched. So I have two yarns here, the one which I just work with and the one which I'm going to continue. So I will bring the first yarn over the second yarn, so they are going like this, and then I'm going to bring this yarn to work with. So the old yarn goes over and under the new yarn, and the new yarn is going under and over the old yarn. And then I'm going to just continue with this yarn. The tension here is you will learn it easily. You don't have to pull it tight. It's it almost comes naturally if you keep the same tension in which you are working with. Okay. So this was the right side of the work, and now I'm turning to the wrong side of the work. So I will continue again with garter stitch. I will knit to the place where the yarn is going to be switched. So on the wrong side, you bring this yarn to the in front of the work, so to the wrong side of the work. You always do this on the wrong side of the work, and then you will bring the new yarn. It goes kind of under and over so old yarn. So this is now the old yarn, this is new yarn. It goes over the old yarn, and then you just continue. To the end of the row. So this creates a lovely lovely and nice tying to the background, to the wrong side of the work. It's pretty easy.